How's it going, YouTube? We're gonna make the strap pickguard for the 86 Squire bullet, and this is more of a template video because anything you make should probably require a template to make it easier, and you'll see why. Here's a pickguard that is missing this part. This one didn't actually fit anyways though, but this is off a 80s Squire, just not a bullet of this type. So this edge worked. This is okay. This part wasn't, and this part wasn't. It doesn't match up, as you can see. So what I did was I took this and I traced it out, and I cut this part of the template out. I slipped it under here, okay, and then I drew it in marks a lot. Then see, this part's undecided right now how we're gonna make it. So I put this on here like this, where it lined up, and then I just drew in my own design based on how I think it would go, because I have another guitar over there and I just look at it, draw it on here. So the next step in the process, you could see how hard I'm trying to get a pattern off of something, because I'm pretty good at making patterns, and it's important because if you can make it out of paper or cardboard first, you're not going to have to cut this out of metal a few times, which is, or polycarbonate or whatever we're working with, which is always going to be a harder material. And it's my makeshift light table. I like to make my templates on thin cardboard, like kind of like this folder material or like cereal box material. Something that's easy to cut with scissors but holds its shape. And the other video I was making for this, my phone died, but it's okay because we're going to abbreviate the process a little bit easier for you. Okay, so I just drew that green mark that I was going off of. I just drew that myself. I don't know if it's right. It was just drawn freehand by me. So what you can do is go a little bit wider. I mean, I still have my line if I want to go back to it in a minute. That way we could trim to size how we want our template to go. This part I think was pretty good, so I'll just cut it. Maybe just a little wider. So now, usually make two templates when you're going to make something. You make one that sucks and one that's good. And that's the whole point of making a template, is to be like, oh man, what a tragedy. And it's funny to see people getting mad while they're making a template. It's like, dude, you're making something out of cardboard, alright? Don't get all uppity now. Not that big a deal. And that's the whole point. It's not that big a deal to make something out of cardboard. I can't emphasize that enough, because that's the whole purpose. Oh man, I wish I would have left some material there. It's kind of okay. Alright. So that's the whole purpose of a template, is to say, hey, that part didn't work out in cardboard. You don't have to be all sad about it. It was just cardboard, alright? Make another one out of cardboard. See, here I am cutting a bunch of shit I don't need. Okay, so in the template making process, use whatever pattern you already have that's useful, which was this side. Then trace that onto a piece of sheet cardboard, not cardboard, sheet cardboard. Then, you know, while I was aligned, I traced out my pickup holes. And, you know, make a freehand design, cut it out, and fit it up in cardboard against your workpiece again, and say, do I need to take off material here? Do I need to take off material there? You're going to want to take off material here and there out of cardboard before you do it out of metal, because removing, I know what you're thinking. I mean, I spent my whole childhood making things without templates, alright? So don't get me started. I'm going to spend my adulthood making things with templates because I'm smarter now, alright? I'm going to get all uppity, but it's easier! Do never make anything without a template. Never make anything without a pattern. I knew a pattern making lady, and she would always see me and my friend building stuff, and she would be like, where's your pattern? Where's your pattern? Why couldn't we have just listened to her then, you know, when I was like 18? Make a pattern!